Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth, while others struggle no matter how hard they work? The truth is, it's not just about luck or hard work, it's about mindset. In today's video, I'll reveal 10 shocking differences between rich and poor mindsets that explain why some people thrive financially and others remain stuck. By understanding these differences, you'll learn how to shift your thinking and take control of your financial future. After years of studying the habits and beliefs of successful individuals, I've seen firsthand how adopting the right mindset can transform lives. By the end of this video, you'll know the key mindset shifts that will help you break free from limitations and create lasting wealth. Most people believe that becoming wealthy is all about working harder, but the reality is much more complex. Hard work is important, of course, but without the right mindset, even the hardest workers can feel like they're spinning their wheels. Think about it. Have you ever found yourself working overtime, putting in extra effort, yet still feeling stuck financially? Or maybe you've looked at someone else's success and thought, they must have had a lucky break. The truth is, success doesn't come down to luck, it comes down to how you think, act, and approach opportunities. Many of us were raised with beliefs about money that limit our potential. Maybe you've heard phrases like money doesn't grow on trees or rich people are greedy. These beliefs can shape our mindset and hold us back from reaching our goals. The good news, mindsets can change. By identifying and adopting the habits of the wealthy, you can break free from limiting beliefs and start making decisions that lead to financial freedom. Let's dive into the 10 key differences between rich and poor mindsets, and how these shifts can transform your life. Now that we've identified the problem, let's focus on the solutions. In this video, we'll explore 10 key differences between rich and poor mindsets that can completely transform the way you think about success and money. These include abundance versus scarcity, lifelong learning versus I know enough, making money work for you versus working for money, learning from failure versus fear of failing, setting long-term goals versus living day-to-day, surrounding yourself with successful people versus staying in your comfort zone, spending on assets versus spending on liabilities, focus on value creation versus trading time for money, believing in opportunity versus believing in luck, discipline and consistency versus procrastination and excuses. Let's begin with the first mindset shift: abundance versus scarcity. The first key difference between rich and poor mindsets is abundance versus scarcity. People with a rich mindset believe that opportunities are limitless. They understand that one person's success doesn't take away from another's. In contrast, a poor mindset is rooted in scarcity's the belief that resources are limited and that success is a zero-sum game. This scarcity thinking often leads to fear and competition. For example, someone with a scarcity mindset might hesitate to share knowledge or collaborate, thinking it will reduce their own chances of success. Meanwhile, someone with an abundance mindset focuses on creating value, knowing that collaboration often leads to greater opportunities for everyone involved. Consider this. Have you ever held back from pursuing an idea because you thought the market was too crowded? That's scarcity thinking at work. The truth is, there's room for innovation and growth if you approach opportunities with creativity and an open mind. Action step: start practicing abundance thinking by writing down 3 opportunities you've overlooked because of fear or doubt. Reframe them as challenges you can tackle with a collaborative or innovative approach. Let's move on to the next mindset shift: lifelong learning versus I know enough. The second key difference between rich and poor mindsets is lifelong learning versus I know enough. People with a rich mindset understand that knowledge is power, and they make a conscious effort to learn and grow throughout their lives. Whether it's reading books, attending seminars, or seeking mentorship, they see every day as an opportunity to expand their skills and understanding. In contrast, a poor mindset often involves complacency. People with this mindset believe they've already learned enough or that further education isn't necessary. This limits their growth and prevents them from adapting to new opportunities or challenges. For example, Warren Buffett, one of the world's wealthiest individuals, spends 5 to 6 hours a day reading. He attributes much of his success to the knowledge he's gained through consistent learning. On the other hand, someone who avoids learning new skills may find themselves stuck in the same job or financial situation for years. Action step: commit to lifelong learning by dedicating 20 minutes a day to personal development. Start with a book, podcast, or online course that aligns with your goals. Next, let's explore how rich and poor mindsets differ when it comes to making money work for you versus working for money. The third major difference between rich and poor mindsets is making money work for you versus working for money. Rich people understand that wealth isn't just about how much you earn, it's about how you manage and grow your money. They focus on building assets that generate income, such as investments, businesses, or real estate. This approach creates passive income, meaning their money works for them even when they're not actively working. In contrast, people with a poor mindset often rely solely on earned income, trading their time for money. This limits their potential, as time is a finite resource. For example, someone might work extra hours to increase their paycheck, but they'll always hit a ceiling unless they find ways to make their money grow independently. Think of it this way. Every dollar you earn is an employee. You can either let it sit idle or put it to work by investing it wisely. Over time, these small investments can grow exponentially thanks to the power of compound interest. Action step: open a savings or investment account and start small. Assume a portion of your income to go into this account every month. Now, let's discuss how successful people view failure as a lesson, not a threat. The fourth key difference between rich and poor mindsets is how they approach failure. Learning from failure versus fear of failing. Rich people view failure as an essential part of the learning process. They understand that mistakes and setbacks are opportunities to grow and improve. Instead of fearing failure, they embrace it, knowing it's often a stepping stone to success. For example, Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset allowed him to persist until he created the light bulb. On the other hand, a poor mindset often treats failure as a final verdict. People with this mindset avoid risks because they're afraid of making mistakes. This fear can hold them back from taking chances that could lead to significant opportunities. Think of failure as feedback. It's not the end of the road, but a guide to help you adjust your strategy. The sooner you start embracing failure, the faster you'll learn and grow. Action step: reflect on a recent failure and write down 3 lessons you learned from it. Use these lessons to refine your approach going forward. Next, let's explore the power of setting long-term goals and how it shapes a rich mindset. The fifth critical difference between rich and poor mindsets is setting long-term goals versus living day-to-day. People with a rich mindset focus on the big picture. They create clear, measurable goals for their future and develop step-by-step plans to achieve them. This long-term thinking helps them stay motivated and make decisions that align with their ultimate vision. For example, a wealthy individual might sacrifice short-term pleasures, like expensive vacations, to invest in a business or save for retirement. In contrast, a poor mindset often prioritizes immediate needs and short-term gratification. This could look like spending an entire paycheck on non-essential items, with little thought for savings or investments. Living without long-term goals creates a cycle of financial instability and missed opportunities. Think about this. Where do you want to be financially in 5 or 10 years? Without a plan, it's easy to get stuck in a routine that doesn't move you closer to that vision. Action step: write down one long-term financial goal, such as saving for a house or building an emergency fund. Break it into smaller milestones and set a deadline for each. Now, let's talk about the people you surround yourself with and how it influences your success. The sixth difference between rich and poor mindsets is the company they keep. Surrounding yourself with successful people versus staying in your comfort zone. Rich people intentionally build networks of like-minded, ambitious individuals. They understand the value of learning from others, sharing ideas, and being inspired by those who are already where they want to be. These connections often lead to new opportunities, collaborations, and insights that wouldn't have been possible otherwise. On the other hand, poor mindset often avoids stepping out of familiar circles. Staying in your comfort zone may feel safe, but it limits your exposure to new ideas and opportunities for growth. For instance, if the people around you reinforce negative beliefs about money or success, it becomes harder to break free from those patterns. Consider this. If you're the most driven person in your group, it might be time to seek out people who challenge and inspire you to aim higher. Action step: identify one person who inspires you, whether it's a mentor, colleague, or even someone online. Reach out, connect, or start following their work to learn from their mindset. Now, let's explore how rich and poor mindsets differ when it comes to spending habits. Assets versus liabilities. The seventh key difference between rich and poor mindsets is how they allocate their money. Spending on assets versus spending on liabilities. Rich people prioritize spending on assets, things that generate income or appreciate in value over time. Examples of assets include investments, real estate, or starting a business. They understand that these purchases create long-term financial growth and stability. In contrast, people with a poor mindset often spend their money on liabilities, items that lose value over time or don't contribute to their financial future. Common examples include expensive cars, designer clothes, or the latest gadgets. These purchases might provide short-term satisfaction, but they ultimately drain wealth. Here's a simple example. A rich mindset views $1,000 as an opportunity to invest in the stock market or a high-yield savings account. A poor mindset might spend the same amount on a luxury item that depreciates quickly. Over time, these small decisions create a huge gap in financial outcomes. Action step: review your last 5 major purchases. Identify whether they were assets or liabilities and commit to prioritizing assets moving forward. Now, let's dive into another key shift, focusing on value creation instead of trading time for money. The eighth difference between rich and poor mindsets is focusing on value creation versus trading time for money. Rich people understand that time is a finite resource, so they focus on creating value that can scale beyond their personal effort. This might mean starting a business, developing a product, or investing in assets that generate income. By leveraging value creation, they can increase their earnings without being limited by the number of hours in a day. In contrast, a poor mindset often relies solely on trading time for money. This approach has a natural ceiling because there are only so many hours one can work. For example, someone might take on a second job to earn more income, but that solution is neither scalable nor sustainable in the long run. Here's the key. Rich people ask, how can I solve a problem or provide a service that others need? This shift in focus leads to innovation and opportunities that create lasting wealth. Action step. Identify one way you can create value today, whether it's solving a problem, offering a service, or creating a product. Start small and build from there. Next, let's explore the mindset of believing in opportunity versus relying on luck. The ninth difference between rich and poor mindsets is believing in opportunity versus believing in luck. Rich people believe that success is created through effort, strategy, and seizing opportunities. They understand that opportunities are often hidden in challenges and are proactive in finding ways to turn obstacles into stepping stones. This mindset empowers them to take control of their destiny instead of waiting for the perfect chance. In contrast, a poor mindset often attributes success to luck or external factors beyond their control. This belief can lead to passivity and a reluctance to take action as people wait for something to happen instead of creating their own opportunities. For example, an entrepreneur with a rich mindset might see a market gap and take calculated risks to start a business, while someone with a poor mindset might dismiss the same opportunity as too risky. Action step. Identify one area in your life where you've been waiting for luck or external factors to change. Instead, think about one action you can take today to create your own opportunity. Now, let's discuss the final and most crucial difference: discipline and consistency versus procrastination and excuses. The 10th and perhaps most important difference between rich and poor mindsets is discipline and consistency versus procrastination and excuses. Rich people understand that success is built on consistent effort over time. They know that small, disciplined actions compound into significant results. Whether it's saving a portion of their income, learning a new skill, or following through on their commitments, they prioritize showing up and staying consistent even when it's not easy. On the other hand, a poor mindset often relies on procrastination and excuses. This can look like delaying important tasks, blaming external circumstances, or waiting for the perfect time to take action. Unfortunately, this behavior leads to missed opportunities and stagnation. For example, a person with a rich mindset will stick to their investment plan, even during market downturns, because they trust the process. Someone with a poor mindset might pull out their investments out of fear or delay starting altogether, missing out on long-term gains. Action step. Choose one area in your life where you've been inconsistent or procrastinating. Create a simple, actionable plan to commit to small, daily progress. Discipline and consistency are the foundation of every great success. Now, let's reflect on these insights and their potential to transform your life. At this point, we've explored 10 powerful differences between rich and poor mindsets. Each one represents a shift in thinking that can lead to incredible transformation. But here's the thing. Knowledge alone isn't enough. It's what you do with this knowledge that truly matters. Changing your mindset isn't an overnight process, it's a journey. The good news is that every small step you take today will bring you closer to the life you want to create. Whether it's practicing discipline, focusing on value creation, or surrounding yourself with successful people, each habit you adopt builds momentum toward your goals. Remember, even the wealthiest individuals started somewhere. They weren't born with these mindsets, they developed them through consistent effort, learning from mistakes, and believing in their ability to succeed. And if they can do it, so can you. Action step. Reflect on the 10 mindset shifts we've discussed. Which one resonates with you the most? Commit to making that shift today and start building the foundation for your financial success. Your future self will thank you for the steps you take now. Let's discuss how you can continue this journey with actionable support and a community of like-minded individuals. If these mindset shifts resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Which one will you start working on today? Sharing your thoughts can inspire others to take action too. Don't forget to like this video if you found it valuable, and share it with someone who could benefit from a fresh perspective on success and wealth. Together, we can create a community of action takers who are break free from limitations and achieve financial freedom. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I post videos like this one regularly, filled with practical advice to help you master your mindset, grow your wealth, and achieve your goals. Success isn't just for the lucky or privileged, it's for those who choose to make a change. Let's start that journey together today. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you achieve in life. By shifting your perspective and adopting the habits of the wealthy, you're not just improving your finances, you're transforming your future. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It's built on small, consistent actions and the belief that you are capable of more. Each step you take brings you closer to the life you envision. Thank you for watching and being part of this journey. I'm here to support you every step of the way. Keep striving, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video. Your success starts today.